But I think if you're gonna distill it down to one person, it's got to be Elliot,
Hmm.
who's just uh, endless, endless, endless energy
Yeah, I mean,
in the best way.
he is cocaine personified.
Eric would always say sneaky Uli. That was his thing. He'd be like, he's
Sneaky funny.
sneaky funny.
Sneaky
Yes,
funny.
because
It's more subtle.
yes, he would just throw that. He's the guy that he says something, and then you're like, wait, dude, what?
No, but Jen, you make me laugh so much. Uli does have a great way of just do. I don't know how you do it, but you're so funny without even like people needing to watch you, and you make me crack up on set, which is not helpful.
Oh, thanks. No, that was genuine.
Yeah,
I
that was a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, that got a little salty.
If I'm going out saving something.
Very excited to talk to both of you. This series very much feels like the 2025 version of the A-Team. It's a blast, it's got action, it's fun, and the two of you very much are the face man and the Hannibal of this series. And I love that you get to just kind of do everything. It just starts fast, it doesn't let up. And Eric, I wanted to ask you, being able to be kind of the boss that's overseeing everything, but then also getting out in the field and being a part of all of that, is that fun for you to be able to be like the administrative leader, but also the field leader?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. And I think Nathan Blythe does enjoy getting out in the field because I don't think he's quite hung up his badge yet. I think he still wants to get out there and make sure that there's hands-on leadership available.
And Jensen, for you, you've been a part of multiple series, and you've got the episodic nature of a show. This is that more serial approach to the storytelling, but there is a unique way that it's presented. It's not just one case that goes for the entire series, and you've got some things that are mixing it up. What really drew you to being a part of another series and being able to get involved in something this ambitious?
I'm a big fan of long form storytelling. I just kind of always have been. I like it from a personal perspective of just going on the journey with these characters and with this story. You get a movie, you've got the beginning, middle, and end right there in front of you. And with a television series, you don't know where the end is. You don't know where those train tracks lead to, and so there's just something adventurous about that. And I enjoy having the time to really kind of peel back layers on characters, peel back layers on storylines, allowing chemistry to kind of find itself. And when you're working in this kind of a medium, you can have happy accidents, and writers can pick up on it and be like, oh, the chemistry between those two characters, did not see that coming, but now we're going to maybe shift a little bit and write towards that. So it gives you the freedom to really explore a world, and I really enjoy that. And this seemed like a story in a world that was anchored by Derek Haas and his incredible pedigree that was just something that excited me and I wanted to get behind.
And what's really cool about this is that any of these characters could be the star of their own show and have it anchored around them. But because it's this ensemble and everybody can kind of jump in and do different things, it's really apparent how much chemistry was needed amongst the cast. So I wanted to ask, Eric, for you, who was the most fun person on set to kind of keep the cast light and have fun with everybody?
I mean, everybody had their moments, but I think if you're gonna distill it down to one person, it's got to be Elliot, who's just endless, endless, endless energy
Yeah, I mean,
in the best way.
He is cocaine personified.
That's awesome. I mean, it's so much fun and noticeable how much fun you all had in the series. I really can't wait for everybody to check it out. Thank you so much both for your time today.
I like the Lebowski art in the back there. That's pretty sweet.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to talk to both of you because this series it starts and it does not stop. And right from the very beginning, it just like jumps into it when most series would take a little bit of time and say, let's get to know people and try and build that dynamic. But it's just, you are strapped in and ready to go. And Jessica, I wanted to ask you for your character, it starts out really apparent that your character and Jensen's character are both kind of on par with each other in terms of their skill set and their abilities. Did you work with him off screen before starting this to kind of try and build a rapport between the two of you?
You know, I didn't really have to. I kind of just was like, he's doing his prep, I'm gonna do mine. I had so much confidence after our chemistry read, which after I submitted my tape, you know, my self tape, my audition essentially, they wanted to see us do a chemistry read. And
Oh, I didn't know.
yeah, the minute
Oh,
this
yeah.
man opened his mouth, it was game over. It was just a dad joke flew out right away. This level of like authenticity, kindness, humor, ease, and humility. And we just clicked. And so after that, I was like, oh my God, I feel this is pretty special. And I didn't know I had the role. And then when I got it, I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. It's going to be fun. And I just knew he was there doing his stuff and I was doing mine. And so we waited until we got to set to kind of just to have fun and kind of dive in. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like that with everybody. I mean, we were pretty instantly like,
Instantly.
yeah, we'll be friends. Like that's going to be so easy.
Yeah. This is going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting, Violett, for your character that a lot of times for a long time on series like this, the quote unquote hacker character got kind of relegated to being the person in the chair that's doing all the tech stuff. You get to actually get out there and you do a lot in this series. And you've got, as all the characters do, these really cool subplot threads that are kind of weaved in with what's going on. What did you find was kind of the anchor for you in playing your character?
Yeah, well, it was really important. This was one of the first things that Derek, our show creator, said was like he doesn't want anybody to be confined to one thing. He's like they're a team, they're a task force, they help out where they can, and so like, you know, Belle sometimes is doing the technical stuff and finds these different things that Shepard misses, and Shepard gets to go out into the field a few times and like show off those skills, and that stuff is very fun. I do enjoy like getting out there and just like trying new things and like, you know, doing interrogations and like running through a warehouse, like searching with a gun and a light. Like that stuff is so foreign to me.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed doing that, and I'm sure there's more of it to come.
And this series, it's a lot of action, a lot of intensity, but it's also got a lot of fun moments and a lot of levity. And Jessica, you mentioned that Jensen with the dad jokes, and he's just kind of bringing that. Who would you say is right up there next as maybe the most fun person on set?
Oh my God.
Literally everyone.
Literally
Elliot,
everyone.
Uli.
Like
Everyone.
is just like a comedian. I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys are the funniest people I've ever met in my life. Funny and like witty and just quick with it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was just trying to keep up. I was just trying to keep up. Honestly, I can't single out anyone. It was
Yeah.
nonstop
Everyone's
laughs.
hilarious. Eric would always say sneaky Uli. That was his thing. He'd be like, he's
Sneaky funny.
sneaky funny. Yeah.
Sneaky funny.
Because,
It's more subtle.
yes, he would just throw that. He's the guy that he says something and then you're like, wait, dude, what? And then it's like the funniest thing you've ever heard. Elliot is nonstop dancing.
Nonstop, just a
singing.
good time, a riotous good
Yes.
time.
I mean, it was
you
the
got the
best.
jokes, you got the one-liners.
It was the best.
I was just laughing
Hilarious.
the whole time.
The whole time.
I was the audience.
It's very apparent. The chemistry is right there on screen. It's so much fun. Can't wait for everybody to check it out. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Very excited to talk to both of you because this series is a blast. It's like that summer blockbuster action, so much fun with it. And the great thing is a lot of these series, you think of like 24, Mission Impossible, there's a main guy. But on this, all of you could be the central character because they're three-dimensional. They've got all this stuff that's going on, and you really engage with it. And Uli, I want to start with you. Your character gets to kind of be the dad who's got to, kick ass at the same time, portraying like that responsible patriarch of a family, but also getting out in the field and kicking ass. Was that something that you kind of connected with?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a father myself, so that kind of came, naturally. That kind of work-life balance and the challenges that come with that. So it felt a little easy to kind of step in his shoes. I don't, uphold the law for a living, but understanding that responsibility, I guess.
And Elliot, for you, I think a lot of these series, you get these characters that get relegated to the side and they are key in their specialty, but everybody here gets to do multiple things. And there's a lot of scenes where you get to kind of go toe to toe individually with people. Like I'm thinking of the DA specifically, and you just get to kind of like put him in his place. Is that something that's fun to play, those intense sequences where you're just kind of giving somebody what they deserve kind of thing?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think you kind of live for those moments. Probably in these characters' lives, in one way or another, they have to be driven by the opportunity to do that, to enact justice or to defeat a threat or whatever shape it might take. That is the manifestation of the reward of all the work that you put in. So I'm glad that Belle got to have that moment. And any more that come will be exciting too. But yeah, that's always fun. It's always fun to do.
It's very clear that this entire cast has really great chemistry on screen. You all really get along in your characters very well. And talking to some of the other folks, Uli, they say that you are sneaky Uli, you're very funny, and that Elliot, you're constantly dancing. Who would you two say was the most fun person in the cast on set?
I like you. You better say me.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah,
I like him.
I like him
so much. No, but Jen, you make me laugh so much. Uli does have a great way of just I don't know how you do it, but you're so funny without even like people needing to watch you, and you make me crack up on set, which is not helpful.
Oh, thanks. No, that was genuine.
Yeah, that was a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Elliot's the same.
So you got to double check now.
Yeah. I hate you?
I don't know. That's something you got to work out.
That's what therapy's for.
But
that's fantastic.
For me, Elliot, it's really easy for a show like this to get stuck in the kind of the drama and the action and the weight of it, all that kind of thing. First, I would have to say probably first or second day, Elliot was singing, and I thought, okay, I think we're going to have some fun here. So I love the energy that he brings. We get, Elliot's from the UK, I'm from Australia, so we have a similar sense of humor. So for me, it's Elliot.
Good answer.
Awesome. That is a good answer. And I think it's a great series, a lot of fun. Can't wait for everybody to check it out. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
This series is an absolute blast. Like it does not slow down from the moment it starts. You're in there. There doesn't have that typical slowdown where you have kind of the building and you got to get to know each other. It's all happening simultaneously. And it just doesn't slow down for any of the episodes that I saw. What I found really interesting, so a lot of series like this, you have kind of that main narrative that takes you through the whole season, maybe little subplots along the way. It's very interesting where this goes at episode 10 and where it's going to go from there. Was that an intentional decision that you wanted to do with the format?
Yeah, I wanted to try something different, which is when Amazon agreed to doing 13 episodes, I didn't want to stretch one case to 13 because I think what happens with audiences who have watched a lot of shows is, they start thinking, oh, okay, well, it's not wrapping up yet. So this danger couldn't be real. There's obviously going to be like 4 more. So we'll get through. And then I wanted to say, no, you don't know when this case is going to end and when another case is going to begin. And I'd like to continue that through the next season too.
And with the way that these characters kind of are brought together, you've got that A-team style approach where you've got people with their different specialties, they're good at different things, but it's not the expected kind of things you would see on network television characters where you sometimes think you know what you're going to get. Did you feel that there was more of a freedom with this being on not a network television platform where you have violence and profanity, things you can do at a different tier?
Yeah, profanity to my mother's chagrin. But yes, I didn't want any character to just be, oh, they're the bomb expert, or oh, they're the takedown artist, or they're the person who can break into buildings. I wanted all of the characters at any moment could partner with any of the other characters and could have to roll out and go and do those types of things. So we all sort of agreed that that's the way this task force was going to work from the beginning. And the fact that they were from different law enforcement agencies would give them a different skill set that they would then merge together for the greater good of the task force as a whole. So that was really where the inspiration came from.
And with those, going back to the way that the cases are structured, is that something that you're thinking we're never going to know which episode it might happen in future seasons. Like it could be we resolve in episode 2. Now we've got something. Is it going to be something that
Yes.
you want to set a structure to it, or it could just be anything?
I think the one of the most important things when you're writing is surprise. You want to surprise audiences within an episode. You want to surprise them even within a scene, right? Right when they think it's going to zig, it zags. Right when you think this conversation is going to be about this, it actually is about that, you know? And so it's really hard now to surprise audiences. And so, yes, that is something I would like to do, is that they're not banking on a rhythm that they've sort of been led to believe was going to be every single one of these. So one season being one chapter is not the way I perceive it going forward.
And is there anybody on the team that you feel has got to be kind of that linchpin that'll appear for as long as they're willing to do the show? Or do you think this is going to be a constantly evolving roster of different people from different organizations?
I love these guys. So as long as they want to do it, I would like to keep doing it with them. I got really fortunate to work with an amazing cast. What's nice about task forces is you can bring in other people. And so there might be a Secret Service agent who joins. There might be somebody from the post office who joins the task force. So as opposed to a revolving door, I'd like to see like a growing team as we continue.
Very cool. Well, it was a lot of fun to watch. Really had a good time with it. Thank you so much for your time today.
Well, thank you so much. It was really nice to meet you.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.